Uh, Gunga Ginga, Gunga Ginga.
Now, welcome back to Tuggers on the Wall. Luke and Cole here. We're going to talk about Fantastic Four first. Fantastic Four first. Some thoughts on it. What we think is going to happen. Hopefully, what we want to happen a little bit.
So really what it's going to be is we're going to talk about what this movie needs to do to succeed and pretty much carry on the momentum that Marvel has from the Thunderbolts, which you like Thunderbolts, correct?
I loved Thunderbolts. It made me cry twice. I was super emotional for me.
Speaking of super, did you have a problem with super soldiers in that movie?
No, not really. I mean, honestly, I didn't, what do you mean super soldiers, though? Because,
there's someone that normally sits here that has a problem with how many super soldiers are in that movie.
I don't even think there was that many super soldiers, though.
He's saying majority of the team was super soldiers, though.
Yeah, but, that's like saying the majority of the Avengers are super soldiers. They're all fucking superheroes in their own way.
You're making me disagree with Braden and you. But anyway, it's not relevant.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah, I really enjoyed Thunderbolts 2. I had a really good time with it. And something that has just been itching my brain to cover the Fantastic Four. And I've just been super drawn to this. I love the retro vibe that they're going for.
It's like the 60s or something?
I think, the 70s. 60s, and 70s. The costumes look amazing. And there's so many things that I just hope that this movie does. Not to put you on the spot or anything, but what is the number one thing that you want to get from the Fantastic Four?
I want to get from the Fantastic Four? I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the Marvel stories recently have just been kind of the same old. Obviously people are getting tired of it, and it's just the same thing every time.
Yeah.
I want to see something new.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
I want to see something new. I don't want to see it super jokey, because if they're going up against Galactus, first movie out of the Fantastic Four, there better be some fucking stakes. My theory, if I can talk about that real quick, for the movie itself, is they're obviously gonna get their powers, and then they're gonna have to fight Galactus, but we don't hear or have any mention in any other MCU movie about the Fantastic Four or this big world-ending being. So I'm guessing that they're gonna be a part of a different universe, and then their ship is gonna fly into something at the very end. Their universe is going to get destroyed. It's going to come into the MCU universe. Yeah. Because the ship we see at the end of Thunderbolts is different than the one in the trailers. So.
Yeah. So do you think in this movie, do you almost think that this will be a prequel of them losing?
Do you mean
they lose and then it leads into the end credit scene of the Thunderbolts?
Oh, probably. I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to fight it. They're not going to be strong enough or together enough.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because that would be great. It would be
Infinity War.
It'd be Infinity War, and obviously we're not too attached. There hasn't been any mention of any other super character in Fantastic Four, so it's nothing we can get crazy attached to. If they do manage to get us attached to somebody else in their universe, if that's what they do, great. It'll make the movie even better, I think. But I think it's ultimately just gonna send them to the main Marvel universe, and then they're gonna be how Hulk was in Infinity War, was he's coming, Thanos is coming. But it's just gonna be Galactus.
Good role play. But yeah, something that I really want to see from this Fantastic Four movie is the characters can be great to watch on their own.
Yeah.
I really want.
They don't need to be in a team to make it funny or heartwarming or anything.
100%. You look at the Avengers movies. Granted, they had movies of their own to build up.
Yeah.
But characters like Black Widow. I could have watched Black Widow do her own side thing, and I wouldn't be bored of it. Same thing with Hawkeye.
And that's what people were asking for so long, and then they finally did it after they killed Black Widow. Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah, right. But my point is if we can get great character dynamics to where you don't need a certain two in a room. You can have a great conversation where it's the Thing and Johnny Storm, and Johnny Storm and his sister, or however.
It doesn't need to be the team every single scene.
Yeah, and I also want tension through the team as well.
Yeah.
I want it to be where Johnny Storm, maybe let's get a crash out scene. Where he's F you guys, I'm better than the team. I'm going to go check this thing out. And then ultimately fails. And then, like...
Well, I think that's what they're doing with the, like, Silver Surfer again. Like, the scene where he, like, flies up. I think he's, like, chasing the Silver Surfer. And I'm guessing that might be, like, that kind of thing where he's like, you guys are taking too many fucking precautions. I got to go check this out. Like, this is our job to save the world.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So, yeah, hopefully they get that. From what I heard a little bit, they're taking Johnny Storm in, like, kind of a different direction. He's not just going to be, like, this super big, like, playboy guy. Like, he still is, but he's going to be, like, more fucking three-dimensional. He's going to be, like, he's going to have, like, actual problems, not just, like, oh, I'm not hot enough. Like, he's going to have, like, I don't know, like, depression
like
or something like that.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, I don't know how true it is.
Like, what you could do to build off of that to give him more substance, if that's what their goal is, they could really just make it to where his big, like, playboy bravado could just be, like, a blanket to where, like, it's just hiding his security, you know, where, like, you know, you see it with, like, famous people all the time where it's, like...
Yeah, they play themselves up to mask, like, what's going on, actually, and then it's, like, you find out, like, 3 years later, it's like, no, they had, like, crazy depression.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I get what you're saying. I would love that.
Yeah, I would like that, too. Who do you think's your favorite character going to be, like, out of this?
Probably the... Johnny Storm, Flame On. You know, like, he's always super fun. Like, Chris Evans was really fun when he played him for, like, 4 years in the early Fantastic Four movies.
Did you like the Michael B. Jordan one?
I mean, it was alright.
Yeah. It was pretty fantastic.
Say that again? No, it was just, like, the writing in that movie was kind of just...
it was god-awful, yeah.
But, yeah, I really hope Johnny Storm gets done good.
Yeah. Do you think there will be any viewer fatigue with a third reboot of the Fantastic Four?
I don't think so, just because, number one, it's been, like, pretty long. Like, it's been, what, like 10 years, I think, since the Fan Four Stick came out. And then, if it's, like, a good adaptation, I don't think anybody's
The Fan
Foreskin?
Like... What?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
If it's like a good adaptation, I don't think anybody's going to be upset about it. Now, if we're doing like a Fantastic Four movie every, like, I don't know, 3-4 years, trying to restart a whole cinema or a universe,
I think that's what they're gonna do.
I don't know. Well, they're doing it with Superman right now, so
yeah. I mean, I don't think Marvel's in a reboot mode. It's in a reload type of thing. You know, like we got the universe. Now let's just load it in with new pieces. Yeah. Where the DC is like complete overhaul, like new vision. That's like a straight up universe reboot.
Well, this is like the third time they're doing it in like 10 years. So, but yeah, they're trying to like reload, like you said, like trying to bring back some of the hype because obviously we're going on like moving 40, I think, at this point or something like that.
Including shows, yeah.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of content, especially for like people coming into it. There's a lot of content to catch up on and stuff like that, and you do get bogged down after a while. I don't think anything will ever be the same as like the Infinity War Endgame hype, like because that was just like so long, like 10 years in the making. And then there's like the whole controversy with like the dude who played Kang.
Yeah,
who was supposed to play Kang. I don't know if they're still doing that.
I don't think so. I think that's.
I heard he like got acquitted and everything like that, and was found innocent after the fact. So they might hire him back, and it also wouldn't be the first time Marvel has worked with someone who has like jail time. Like, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. went to jail and like Iron Man kickstarted his career again.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just depends on like public image, I guess.
Well, and yeah, like they did the Kang thing. They set it up with pretty bad movies, and then like granted, when people watch Kang in those scenes,
yeah. Well, Loki, like the way Loki set him up, I thought was really good. Like it was, you got to see like the variants and like the differences of the variants and stuff like that. But then we got Ant-Man into the Quantum Realm or
Quantumania.
Yeah, Quantumania, and like that movie just kind of was ass.
Yeah,
like the CG, like it was cool to like get more of like the Doctor Strange kind of like crazy visuals, but like the story was just. Like, I'm
so sick of the crazy CGI and all that. Like, I honestly, just so I don't want to agree with you, it would be Johnny Storm, but I would go with Reed Richards too. You know. Seeing, like, talking about Pedro Pascal, you know, we talked about him in our Last of Us arc, And it would just be super cool to see how he acts in the MCU. Like,
I am worried, like, I hope they actually show him, like, stretching and stuff like that. I haven't seen, like, any stretching in, like, the trailers when they've showed everybody else's superpower. So
there's been some.
Has there?
Yeah.
I haven't seen, like, any. Maybe it's just, like, quick flashes. But, like, I don't know if they're just going to do something, like, with his story of him being like, no, like, I don't deserve these powers. Like, this isn't...
That'd be... I would freak out.
Yeah, we'll see. But, yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, so I just want the Fantastic Four to come off so arrogant. Like, I want these guys to be like, yeah... Sue Storm whips her dick out on the table and be like, yeah, we're actually the best team out there, and we're going to save the world, so you listen to us. Like, the government comes in and be like, we kind of want to, like, buy you out, like, so you can work for us. And they'd be like, what are you going to do, stop us? No, no one can stop us. And then, it'd be a very, like, breath of fresh air, because you look at a character like Johnny Walker, who was like this, kind of like this brash asshole. But, he wins fans over, especially in the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool to see what an arrogant and almost like ignorant team would come into our MCU, like our world.
Yeah.
And, almost like talking about Spider-Man again, just see him like... maybe they save the day. This is like a future movie, by the way. But, they save the day and they're like, hey, just stick to, just being a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, stick to your neighborhood. Kid.
Yeah. But that would be like a super cool dynamic that the Fantastic Four can do.
Yeah. So you brought up the Spider-Man, like, interacting with Fantastic Four. Do you think we would ever get, like, a future Foundation storyline? Do you know what that one...
That's where... I know the suit, and
so the storyline is like Johnny Storm gets, I don't know the exact storyline, but basically like there's like these demon things coming over from like the negative realm or something like that. Johnny Storm goes in there, closes the portal, like basically sacrifices himself. Spider-Man joins the Fantastic Four because like they lost Johnny, and then that's when they get like the black and white suits and whatever. And then Johnny, spoiler alert, is like alive and like basically becomes like the leader of this like negative realm and everything. I think if they ever do a story like that, it would be like way down the road.
Yeah. But if you get done with a big bad, like, Secret Wars got delayed. And these movies keep on getting delayed, but
hopefully for the best, like that they're like actually working on it, they're not just like we don't want to
more CGI.
Yeah. Hopefully. One can hope that it's for the stories.
Yeah, no, and I agree 100%. I guess let's just go down to it. Like, rating Fantastic Four 1 out of 10. What is your predictions on where that will land?
Predictions from what I've seen right now, I'm hoping 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully it's going to be good. Hopefully it's going to, like, tie in real well. And hopefully it's not going to be, like, just another, like, another CGI fest.
Yeah. I agree.
Hopefully there's some good story and some good character development and growth.
So, do you think, because there's so much hype going to this movie, it's one of, like, the pillars for the new generation of Marvel. What score do you think it will need to be like, I'm hooked, I'm back into Marvel?
Well, God, so, like, that's the thing, right? Is, Thunderbolts, I got, like, a really good score, but apparently it's, like, a box office bomb. Like, apparently not that many people went to see it, but the critics rating, I think, from last time I checked, was still, like, decently high at, like, 80+%. So I don't know if, like, it is going to matter what the critic rating is or what, like, the normal rating is if people don't go out and see it.
I agree. I was more so just, like, talking, like, for you. Like, you as, like, Luke, just dox him, no, but just for you to watch it and be like, oh, yeah, I'm back waving the Marvel banner. I'm in the front lines defending this.
Probably like a 7.5, 8.
Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, I love Marvel movies. I try to go see all of them in theaters. There's a few that I just don't ever have the
drive.
To Captain Marvel movies specifically. I don't know, just Brie Larson, I don't know. She just,
Scott Pilgrim though. She's
but she's not like the main character.
21 Jump Street. Wait, no, Superbad. Yeah,
Superbad?
Yeah,
she's not in Superbad.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
Wait.
Brie Larson is not in Superbad.
Yeah, she's in 21 Jump Street then.
No.
She is. I put money on it. Chat.
Yeah, she's the...
Clip it. She's the Playgirl.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, it's... I don't know, it's just like something about like the acting, and then every scene she's in, I just have not enjoyed it. And I have also seen like the interviews of them like all doing like Endgame press junkets and shit like that, and everybody's like, oh, you know, trying to be like friendly and like, oh no, you're the strongest Avenger, you know, no, you're the strongest, and then she's like, me,
no, I'm the strongest,
like, yeah, don't come at me, and it's like, come on, man, you can at least like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think what I think it will be, I think this movie will be, bringing decimal points, I think it'll be an 8.4 out of 10. And I think what this movie needs to be for me to wave the banner back and, you know, tell everyone that we up again, it needs to be a 9. It needs to be a 9. You know.
Well, what did you give Thunderbolts?
I believe I gave Thunderbolts like an 8.1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gave like 4.5 stars, I think.
Yeah.
So a 9. I was like, I really love that movie.
Yeah, it is great. You know, I feel like that movie's gonna have great replay value.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like for me to really get back into it,
gotta
because
do some magic or something.
Yeah, it's gotta, you know, it's just gotta bring out the Marvel demon in me, and I think a 9 out of 10 does it. And I think what we will get is kind of what you said, that 7.5 to like 8.5 range.
Yeah.
But yeah, I pretty much talked about the Fantastic Four for the points I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, until we go see it, you know. I got nothing more to say right now.